So today's deck, a Soviet-US mid-range deck. So I have some, this is a bit of a brew, I guess you could say. It's a little experimental, so let's go through some of the interesting card choices I've made in here. So one of the first sort of oddballs that you might notice here is these T70s that I have at the bottom end here. So this is probably this is probably the weirdest inclusion in this deck. This is not a card that Soviet decks normally run, so I'll explain why I'm putting this in the deck. And it's for two reasons. One, so because we are a mid-range deck, there's going to be times when we need to take on a controlling role, and there's going to be times when we need to take on an aggressive role. And so during matches where we're looking to control, this is going to help us do that by being, you know, a relatively decent guard unit. It's not the greatest with its stat line, but at the very least it can guard the HQ, tank a hit, and trade with one of our opponent's aggressive units. And because of its attack, there's a chance it trades up a little bit, okay? But the other thing about it is that because it is a tank with, you know, a relatively solid stat line, when we're looking to get aggressive, it can let us do that fairly well by allowing us to put pressure on the enemy HQ. The other reason why I decided to include this is because it is not an infantry. Something that I would normally be running in this slot is the 2-3 that heals, the 845th rifles. But because that's an infantry, I decided to put this in so it wouldn't, so I'd have less hits for ZHUKOV. So another way that I'm trying to get this deck to be sort of better positioned against the slower decks in the format right now is having a consistent ZHUKOV that lets us go wide and apply pressure early. So you'll notice that ZHUKOV in our deck, it's going to hit, the possible hits are 329th Engineer Battalion, okay, but I do think that, especially because we're not running that 845th rifles, this is an essential inclusion to help us survive against aggro and specifically burn decks. So this is a must, I think, in the deck. So this is like one of ZHUKOV's bad hits, but you'll see the rest are second rifles, a 3-4 with guard, pretty solid unit, another 3-4 that's sometimes free, okay, in our deck, and a 3-3 Blitz Smokescreen. Those are and the other bad hit, I guess you could say, is 83rd Naval Brigade. If we're looking to get a turn 1 use out of ZHUKOV, this is obviously something that's that we don't want to be hitting with it. But so outside of that, so our ZHUKOVs are very, very consistent in dropping big beefy units for 1 credit, which is kind of the goal here. Scout saying it always hits 83rd Naval Brigade, yeah. But you got to be a professional like me, and then it'll always hit then it'll never hit that one, but it'll always hit the 1 drop that you could have played on turn 1 anyway. Okay, so that's the reason for this kind of weirdo inclusion into the deck, okay? It's not an infantry that gets hit by ZHUKOV, and it's also okay at playing defense, but also pretty good at playing offense when we need to switch roles. It's also just something, you know, something new, something different to try, right? So with that in mind, let's look at some of the other card inclusions that we have here. Like I said, we got the 35th Rifle Regiment. Sometimes can be free, allow us to control the board, apply a lot of pressure. M18 HELLCAT is a great mid-range card in my opinion. We can essentially use it as a removal in matchups where we need the games to go long and where we need to close games out and can deal a lot of damage out of nowhere. M4A1, just a solid body, can't be targeted by enemy orders, good against other control decks. There's a lot of discard running around right now, so getting free draws off of this is decent. Hello guys, welcome. Cholera Kaput, welcome your boy Rodri, welcome Behemoth. What else we got going on in here? So some carrier covers in here. Bounce problematic units back to our opponent's hand. This can be good for if we want to slow the game down. Could be good if we got to get nasty guard units out of the way when we're looking to close games out. It also can be ramp on the rare occasion we need it to be to get up to our beefy threats a little bit more quickly. Speaking of which, we have a little bit of card draw and ramp over here in Workers Unite. I don't know if there's much more to say about the deck other than that. I think it's pretty typical card inclusions that you'd expect to see in a Soviet mid-range list. So the goal with this list, trying to have tools that can allow us to get under the slower decks that are in the format right now. So hence things like quick, 3-2s that can attack from the support line, 4-2s that can do the same, decent infantry units that we can hopefully play for free with ZHUKOV, or in the case of 35th Rifles, play for free if we have to trade into something, or maybe we red banner something into that. And then even KV-1s to help deal the last little bit of damage we need to do. Anyway, the deck's a little bit experimental with its card inclusions, so we'll see how we do. See if we can't get a few stars on our road to Field Marshal with this sucker. How many orders though? I don't know. Enough orders. Like most Soviet mid-range lists, I find that they're skewed more towards orders, but that's because a lot of the Soviet orders create units. You have things like Parade, and that's essentially 2 units. What else am I thinking of? You have a full playset of Bloody Sickles, of course, because Bloody Sickles replace themselves, so why not? I don't know, let's like go fast. Like they're probably a ramp deck, so maybe we want to go fast. Gotta go fast. Patrol, I think, is a great reason to have United States as your ally right now. It's just a very versatile card and just well established in the format, I think. It's very good against the Japanese burn decks. It's pretty good against aggressive decks anyway. It hits Honey, and when you're looking to be the aggressor, it removes guards that would otherwise be protecting their HQ. So I think Patrol is one of the best 2-cost removal orders right now. Speaking of which, I think we're gonna hit that and just play this, I guess, because we can. I don't want to just move this up and get no value off of it, because he could be running Awoken Giant. Awoken Giant's not something you see too often. I would say you don't see it as often. Is there a reason not to run this out? If I thought that they might be running discard cards, I'd put this in. I guess I'd keep this in hand to be discard chaff, but I don't think there's a reason to do that. I mean, clogging up the support line, like, this card's probably not going to be relevant in this matchup, right? Ramp decks tend to win by miles, not by inches, and so this doesn't really help in that case. What do I want to do here? Tempted to just ramp, but we could find that this bounce could be relevant at some point. Oh yeah, another thing worth noting about this carrier cover, because it can send any unit back to its owner's hand, including our own, it plays nice with our naval brigades and our Avengers. So that's another nice aspect of this card. It provides a lot of utility. I don't know. I could like hit face and then I'm like not using 2 resources that turn. So I think it's like playing a 3-drop, playing this to ramp, something. I might just go ahead and do this. I don't know that we won't want the bounce effect from this yet. And we have other things to do with our resources this turn. We're not going to out-ramp the ramp deck anyway. So, just put more bodies on the table. Welcome everyone who's joining us on this, well, hopefully lovely Friday morning for you. It's a little gray and overcast outside here, but oh, and there's a good thing. There's a good reason to bounce. Expensive do-nothing card. You can have that back, opponent. And rather than move this up and just shoot again, I think long term it pays to move this up more. Now again, I could be resource efficient and move this up, but I don't want to give him a free Awoken Giant hit. Well, that kind of punishes us, I guess, right? but that's fine. Just do this. Are we just playing this out as a 3-4? Nah, let's put another tank on the field. You meanie. Of course he didn't hit this guy. But you could have had at least some value in this game, but no, you couldn't even attract the attention of this Mitchell. How disappointing. Yeah, it is what it is. At least we got a free 3-4. I guess. So he's gonna bomb this. Hopefully we can get in with the Hellcat and then Bloody Sickle next turn. I'm assuming, yeah, he'll play this bomb here. We'll bounce the... Do we have enough resources to bounce, shoot Bloody Sickle? I don't think we do. I think we're one short, right? Because this is 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're one short. That's sad. These hammers looking pretty embarrassing. I guess if we're on the take out the bomber plan, because I think we kind of have to, we may as well draw first. See what we draw. Pin as a, the way I understand it, mechanically speaking, Pin got buffed. Just the way it kind of works now, with the way movement and, yeah, fury and such. Pin as like an effect got buffed, essentially. But I think it was a correct change because it works more consistently now. So I think it was good of them to make the changes that they did. All right, that's a pretty good answer to one resource fighter. Let's see what else we get with this. We could do some cheeky stuff with this 6th Airborne and bouncing it back to hand to get multiple tanks. It's probably not very good, but it's fun, so we could do that. I don't know that this ISU is going to be doing much in a world where we're facing a ramp opponent that hasn't played any Avengers yet. So let's get that. And yeah, these hammers continuing to look pretty bad. There's only 2 of them in the deck too, so we drew both of our blanks for a game like this. Whee! Hammer targets! Woo! Could see him easily, like, shooting this, eating the fighter, and clearing my board. Or trying to clear my board, anyway. Maybe this thing will take the destruction effect from this thing. That'd be nice. Twould be nice. Welcome, welcome. Oberkommandant. So... I'm gonna do it again. Yay! Our 0-4 did something. I guess we'll do this. Just to keep our crappy 3-2 that's just gonna get strategic bombinged anyway. Or get hit by a B-17, excuse me. Well, that's a nice thing to use with our carrier cover. The problem is we need to actually wound/damage something. Kablammer. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright for the most part. Whee! Do people really think Night Witches needs to be nerfed? I feel like I haven't really been keeping up. I haven't been playing too many ladder games. I've just kind of been getting my daily wins with like aggressive decks and calling it a day. Welp. We can do this, and I'm sure... I mean, it's not going to do anything, right? He's just going to bomb this and then B-17. This game is firmly out of our grasp, I think. But we'll see. Pass. I think I'm gonna time you out for that really bad joke, Scout. No, it's okay. It's fine. I'll let this one pass. That's a 4-5. So in a world where he doesn't have... Where his hand is like just nothing, where we're like that's can do some work. Oh, okay. Oop. So our mid-range deck lost against the ramp deck. Big surprise. Arizona Kid, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you stopping by the stream and giving me your support. Nikita. Can go 2 into 3. Maybe this trades with something and it can be free. Got a little bit of card draw, a little bit of ramp maybe. I think I like this hand. Maybe I'm supposed to probably look for like patrols and stuff though. It's probably commandos. This is like essentially a 5. We don't need it. Maybe we don't want... Maybe we want to do this. I think I like these though. To start. See? Our 3-2 guard unit not looking so terrible now in the face of this 1-3 tank. We might even get a 2-for-1 with this. Our opponent was not expecting us to have 3-2 guard units, I can guarantee you that. That's the one thing. If you run this card, at the very least, your opponents will never expect it. They'll never suspect. Damn you, Commando. Well, we can get a free, 3... whatever. 3-4. So I think that's worth it. And the T-70 makes a return. We probably want the CHAIKA. Well, that's a rough choice, right? I probably have to kill this, but like I'm just gonna die to these ones as well anyway. Tricky, tricky. I mean, I guess I didn't pay for this, right? So like, what's the big deal? No, I don't want to do that if I can avoid it. Are we actually just ramping this turn? No, I probably want to shoot, play rifles. Just do this and see what they do. Okay, that's gonna get Avengered. I think I'm... Do I want to hammer that? I probably don't want to hammer that. Let's use the thing that doesn't... That dies to... use the thing that dies to carpet bombing, maybe? Move up the other two? Next turn we might hammer this and start hammering the HQ. Okay, that's a line of play I did not expect from our opponent. I definitely did not expect him to just do all that. Okay. Now I think I just want to hammer this. He's probably got Ultra, eh? Let's do... Sure. No Ultra. Okay. I was starting to think that my Avenger wouldn't do anything when it came into play this game. I could, like, draw with these Bloody Sickles, but that seems loose against the Commandos deck. I'm just gonna do this. Now I think I want to clear the way. Yeah, I think those daily rewards are a one-time thing. Good hits, good hits. That's also a pretty good hit. At least they're doing something when they come into play. And I don't think I want to play anything else out. They're a carpet bombing deck. I don't think there's any reason to play more stuff. Guess we play you. Okay. Could have been worse. Does mean that we don't have a good attacks with this bomber, though. I think we'll just pass. We're not really under a ton of pressure. I suppose, you know, Rule Britannia would be really bad for us, but I don't know. Could be curve filler. It's still like a solid unit, right? 5 for 5. 2 operation cost fighter. It's a solid unit choice. Do I want to trade my 4/3 untargetable that's dead to carpet bombing anyway so that my bombers have good attacks? Yes, probably. Maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to use this instead? Too bad we used those bloody sickles earlier, huh? I kind of want to keep this in hand as a surprise. How about we do this? Wow. For once, their B-17 hit our, like, best possible thing. That's awesome. I'm usually not so lucky. Fighter is protecting this target. But of course it is. Do we upgrade this Avenger into a B-17, or do we roll the dice with this with these rifles? I think we want to upgrade. Now I could move this up and play. All right, never mind. I want the CHAIKA to, like, when our opponent plays a sweeper, I want it I want there to be good leftovers on our side of the board. So CHAIKA is a good unit for making their sweepers worse, because if my board is already, like, pretty well established like it was in that game, and they sweep us, you know, that sweeper plus a few good commando pings on our bombers means we're suddenly have no units left on the board. But the CHAIKA means we at least get a 3-2 fighter, which is decent. So that's the reason why I'm not throwing the CHAIKA into units, just to sort of, quote, upgrade it into a 3-2 fighter. I want to make their sweepers worse. Probably don't have time for that card or this. This could be okay removal. It's like they're probably a front. If they're a control deck, then it's good at, like, it could be useful for punching through. Although if they are a control deck, they often have, like, a lot of guards. But if they're aggressive, then this can, like, trade with something, hopefully. So I think that's okay keep. Patrol is definitely one of the cards I want to see against Japan for various reasons. They either have good destruction effects that we can turn off with this, or good guard units that we could turn off with this. Sometimes both in the same card. So Patrol is a very good card against Japan. I mean, their guard units are still beefy enough that it's not the greatest, but if you have pressure combined with this card, can be very good for that reason. Okay, second rifles on our next turn is good. Something significant to do with our resources on every turn is a very good thing. So this would indicate that our opponent's an aggro deck, but they could just be running this as kind of like a bad Awoken Giant. That is also quite possible. 3/4 that gets +2 attack against blitz units. Yes, please. So even if he has some cheeky, you know, upgrade this into like a 5/5 with Fury card, this can trade with it still, so that's nice. 329th Engineer Battalion, pretty much right on time. So if we do have to start trading into their units, we can start gaining some health back at least, which is very nice. That's a scary card. Would like to hammer that if possible. This might be a just play the M4A1. That might be what we're doing this round. I would really like to get this out because there's a good chance that they're going to kill a unit next turn. They're going to find a way to punch through here. Or they might just throw both of these units in here and kill us. He hasn't shown us what ally he's playing yet, eh? So he could also even play like a 35T. Throw those two units into this and then shoot this and make us sad. So maybe what I'm supposed to do is play one of these and patrol something. Tempted to patrol this just so it means I can kill it later, but I don't think that's where we want to be. I think we'll just get rid of you, the potential scarier unit. We have hammers to deal with this, and you know, if we can get control of the board, hopefully we can outpace the damage that this is gonna cause. Red banner is also kind of nice too because it means we can kill one of our units. I've called it. Means we can kill one of our units to trigger the engineers. Our opponent's got plans. Am I just drawing two here? No, I need to put stuff on the table. I think it's this and like this. Just because it's unlikely to survive anyway. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Well, that's sad. I was kind of hoping that that would help us keep up with their first signal regiment. But that is not the case any longer. I think I like trading here, taking the front line with this, and then playing this. Now maybe we can start racing them. Not 100% certain yet what we're going to end up doing with this red banner. I guess it will really depend on what our opponent does. How they want to attack into our units. Sendai Regiment is something we're looking to dodge here because it's the only thing that can target, and like it's pretty much the only clean answer he has to this. Okay, there's the desperate measures. That's pretty brutal, actually. They're almost out of gas. Okay, that's perfect. I'm just gonna do this now then. And then we draw the hammer. That's fine. The hammer's gonna do stuff after, right? Let's get rid of that. Air Blitz. Bombing raid, okay. So that's kind of nice, which means I can move this up. It could start applying pressure. Like, he's obviously a burn deck, so we want to like try to close this game ASAP. Matter of fact, I think I'm upgrading this. What? The Soviets don't have an 8-cost unit. Really? Well, they used up a couple sweepers already and their bombing rates, so maybe this is fine as a 4-2 with ambush. Okay. Oof, that's a kick in the pants. We're probably not gonna... He's probably gonna find enough burn to close the game out now, I would have to assume. A little bit of this and a little bit of this. Let's do this. Blitz unit maybe? Bomber, okay. Send a unit to owner's hand. Is that worth it at this point? The ramp is definitely not worth it. Am I sending a unit to my hand? I don't think I have time for that. I can deny him a card draw here, potentially. There's also a good chance he's able to, like, remove the ambush from this, and then with this plus something else, take out my ambush unit in the front line. So yeah, let's just use our resources and get that out of there. We actually have 13 damage on the board, assuming he can't take care of our units. But he showed us Imperial Decrees and Tora Tora Toras, so there's a good chance we're just gonna lose everything. Yep. Okay, that's a good patrol target. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with that. Unit, maybe? Hey, New World Designer. I'm doing alright. Trying to make some bad mid-range deck work in this format, but otherwise having a good time. That's a good amount of leftovers from our opponent there. Okay, that's not the worst, I suppose. So we're basically dead to like basically anything. This would have been so good that turn that he played Enigma, huh? Wasting Light, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Alright, GG. Yeah, our opponent's sweepers were kind of brutal. If they were like a more traditional burn deck, we might have been in a better spot. Actually, I guess what really did it, was he had the answer for our engineer battalion. Because if that had stuck around for a little while longer, we would have, our life total would have been significantly higher. Anywhere between like 4 to 8 HP higher. Hammer for their commandos, or honeys, or guards, or other commando. Yeah, that sounds good. Looking for just like units. I want to play this guard. No, let's do this. We don't know what he's playing yet. I don't want this to get albacored. I guess we have a patrol to deal with an albacore, but I think this patrol is going to be more valuable against, for example, something like that. Patrol spotted a honey. Destroyed it. Let's just hammer that, I think. Maybe that's a bit aggressive, but I don't know. I just feel like getting rid of that now while they don't have like interception or ultra up seems fine. Now he has to worry about future commandos and getting bloody sickled. He's calling our bluff that we don't have bloody sickle, so that's not good. Let's see what we get from this. Yeah, I mean it's obviously this, yeah. Sure. We'll play the guard unit now. They called it the cutie. It is kind of cute. Oh, where is it? And I mean, to be fair, the British called the Warhawk the Kitty Hawk, so... all kinds of weird names. I guess I could do this. Well, I can't do it in the same turn. So let's just do this then to start. See what happens. Okay. Yep. Oh my god, one turn off. That feels so bad. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I just remove the smoke screen and throw one of my fighters at it or something. But now I'm just hoping... yeah, you know what? Maybe what I was supposed to do is just like... because I had two of these, maybe I'm just supposed to like... delayed removal, you know? Ugh, this is also not great. And I could have bounced the naval brigade too. Yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to double up removal there. I was kind of hoping we'd run into like another bloody sickle or like a hammer or something. Suppose I could bounce one of these things. Doesn't seem stellar. I could throw the the Hellcat here, which doesn't. It only gets it down to 1, which sucks. Does mean I get to play this 3-4 for free. Our options aren't great. Our options are not great. I'm sure we're about to get carpet bombing too. Is this just pass? Like, am I just passing? I feel like I need to just pass. Just not use my resources, which doesn't feel good. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm supposed to bounce one of his units back. Not this one. Maybe that one or that one. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Okay, there's a bloody sickle. This is probably dead anyway, so let's just get some free units. Okay, so he has carpet bombing in hand. Got it. Or maybe not. Maybe he was just hoping to get lucky like he did there. I think I'm just gonna play all this crap out. Let him carpet bombing, then we play tractor factories and see if these two 5.5 tanks can get us somewhere. CCG top player, thanks for the follow. Maybe you can give me some tips while you're here, since you're a top player. Welcome, hope you're enjoying the stream. Alright, I think we can safely call this one. I don't think we're coming back from this. See what our draw is. Well, in a world where he has nothing in his hand, if these are all resistance cards, we're doing okay. Ah, okay, good. Yeah, I mean, it was a game. I don't know if it was a good game. It was definitely a game, though. It was definitely G. I don't know if I'd give it 2 Gs. Maybe it was an OG. An okay game? It's okay, I guess. I think I mismanaged my resources a little bit that game. We could have taken out some of his commandos a little earlier. I think that would have been better than doubling up removal on one commando. Do I want patrol? I mean, if they're ramped, they'll probably have honey. If they're aggro, this could be okay. So, it's not the greatest against US aggro. But like this and this can kill their stupid Italian tank maybe before it gets out of control. Probably not because it's too expensive. I don't know. This is a curve, I guess. Maybe I'm supposed to throw this back. Looking for a 2-drop. I don't know. Tough to say. Oh, GG's. GG's, Quantum Fee. I was wondering if that might have been you. Resistance with US Major, okay? Kudos to you for doing something a little different, at least. Although I'm not exactly looking forward to this match. Yeah, I had removal that I could have used better, but I also, you got a lot of early cup of teas, which I think really did it. Because I would have been able to kill 2 commandos the following turn had you not hit the cup of tea off of like the draw 2, I think it was. So that put your commandos out of range of like my patrol and bloody sickle. So we would have had a better mid game if we could have dodged your cup of tea, but was not to be. There's a reason why a lot of those decks are running like 4 of cup of teas after all. Midrange has been in a tough spot in cards for a while. It's not new to this season, but you're correct. It's just definitely not new to this season. What is he doing? He's adding naval bombardments to hand. Naval bombardments are the bounce card, right? So he's trying to turn naval bombardments into hard removal by us having a full hand. They don't work on this thing though. So that's not gonna work. And if I decide I just want to keep playing naval brigades for whatever threats he does have, then maybe he doesn't want to bounce it back to hand. Nah, he'll be able to do it. I'm sure he has enough resources to fill my hand. Especially because we haven't like really played much out. Fill the hand, play the okay. Yeah, I guess I don't want to use both bloody sickles. Because I could like patrol, double bloody sickle, take this out and still shoot. He probably has a B-17 though, huh? So am I just supposed to hit this? Then, if this is just gonna die to a B-17 anyway and save this for the following turn, that's probably what we're supposed to do. This is a draw 1, lose 1 in this hand, unfortunately. Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, GG's CCG top player. I just faced another Commandos deck, and apparently Quantumfi is the guy, so I don't recall which game we played with you, but GG's either way. Oh no, I think I do remember that game. Yes, that was a good game. There was a lot of good, interesting back and forth there. Yeah, see, I don't care about that so much. And now I think I'm actually fine. Well, I could trade here to get this 3-4. But is that worthwhile? Alternatively, what do I want to do? I could patrol, bloody sickle this. I'd still have a bloody sickle left over for this. Clear my hand out of this resistance, play parade, shoot his face. Doesn't seem like he has an answer to this card, so I don't think I want to trade this away. Let's do that. Oh, now it's really... Now that would have been really tempting to do that, but that's fine. So what's better, 4 damage or drawing units? I think it's drawing units while we have the chance. It's slightly more resource efficient. Hellcats are very good here. He doesn't seem like... Because what, US, France... Oh no, I guess he could be running guard units because France has some guard units, but US doesn't. So this almost represents like 8 damage in hand. Ah, that's too bad. Really wanted to get... Alright, let's see what we can do. I was hoping we would get... It was looking like we were going to get one more hit in with that tank, and I'd be feeling really confident if that tank could have hit. But now I don't know. Yikes, what a turn. Now I think we just want to, like, play a bunch of crap out here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I should have saved those... Well, it doesn't matter, I suppose. Maybe we will get to draw a couple cards with this. He could B-17 us, we'll Avenger him back. Actually, maybe we Naval Brigade, because it seems like the only thing he really has going for him is these bounce effects. God, this archetype's so annoying for so many reasons. Sure. I'll patrol that. This is like anti-resistance card, so I'm probably supposed to take that. And I'm probably supposed to bounce this back to hand for another B-17, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe? It's probably just gonna get removed anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, so let's just do it. We could have used it for this as well, but no guarantee we... oh, that's not that big of a deal, honestly. I guess we'll play 1? Yikes, Tractor Factories would have been a nice one. Ugh. I was just thinking, like, maybe we could be okay because we, like... Our hand isn't that bad, but now he just keeps drawing more and more cards and keeps tempoing us with these effects. Another Avenger is not the worst, I suppose. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep using these. Probably not. 1, 2, 3... Like, how many more bounce effects could he have? He says before getting... Exactly. At least I'm getting my my French achievements. Lord knows there's no other way I would get those except facing resistance decks. Can I play the game? Like, am I allowed to play the game now? Can I have a unit on board at the start of my turn? Is that a thing? It just doesn't even matter at this point. I don't think we can win. He's gonna like play an Avenger or B-17. And he's gonna be able to fight through or kill my bombers as I play them. Lord almighty, are you done with these carrier covers? Holy smokes. Is there, like, resistance? Does resistance have to be this annoying with every major nation? At least they got that right? At least they made resistance so that it pairs well with any nation, no matter what. But why am I hitting that? I should just be playing with the using the B-17. Whatever, I'm tilted. Sue me. Oh my god, what an annoying archetype. I might call it on cards early for the day. My god. What a garbage mechanic. I don't know why. I don't know why this mechanic is still in this game. What a god-awful mechanic. Look, our opponent is also trying to make Soviets work in this meta. Poor guy. Avenger's likely to be very good in the match, but the question is, can I really keep a 7-drop in my opening hand? Probably not. I think I like the rest of these though. Maybe the Hellcat's kind of iffy. Probably supposed to toss these two back. Yeah, I know. The Hellcat's really good against the train. But I don't know. I feel like I just want like some other things. Like just early ways to play out units like the tank or this something like this. Just to apply pressure and then hopefully draw into an answer for the train if he has it. I guess Hammer doesn't quite answer it, eh? It's got 7. Well, we have Bloody Sickles, though, too. I mean, if I'm not doing anything else with my resources, I may as well play this out. Probably still play the 4-5 next turn. Depends on what he does. Maybe we move this up, hammer something. Okay. Opponent's spending a lot of time drawing, so let's just establish a board. That's kind of nice for later, because there's a good chance we're going to, run out of gas, so having a draw too is nice. I think I'll just do this. Massive Attack, thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream and hope you're enjoying your Friday, wherever you're at in the world. Okay. We got Amphibious assaulted. Well, there's the pain train. It's probably gonna throw away that now, yep. see what we draw to start. Carrier cover, that could be useful. So, do I trade my fighter for his? Just so it can't kill this guy? I might actually just do that. He'll just bloody sickle this, but at least this doesn't die to this plus bloody sickle. What do we do here? I think I'm supposed to trade his fighter for mine. Could be wrong. I guess he could always have the 6. He probably has Naval Brigade anyway, right? It's gonna kill this because it's whatchamacallit? Because it's damaged. Let's just do this. Let's just see what happens. Hey, thanks for that massive attack. I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by and catching a live one for once, and thanks for checking out the YouTube vids. Okay, bloody sickled. No, no Naval Brigade at least. Okay, so I guess I will. Maybe we start with this. See what we get. I could also be convinced to play this T-70 actually. While we can. I do think I want to hammer that. Do I? The hammer could be useful against other things, like one damage isn't much. Let's just do this. We can do this, and then we can do something like that, and this. This is the one I want to pick, but this is the one I'm probably supposed to pick, and this is the one I will pick. No, this is probably the one I'm supposed to pick, yeah? The train, almost certainly. Yeah, I'm gonna save the hammer for, like, their Naval Brigade. They could have a tank that I want to kill. Next turn we'll play an armored train of our own, maybe move up this this unit and attack with it. Red banner is interesting. Do I want to red banner this? Probably not, huh? I'm only gonna get a random 4 drop. That's not great. That's true. He did show us amphibious assault before, so maybe with that in mind, I'm supposed to red banner the train. But also getting him to use his amphibious assault on that is probably fine. See what we get with you. That's kind of nice. Just draw some cards. That's pretty good for finishing that off, so he doesn't draw a card. I guess we'll save this red banner. It could be upgrading this Avenger into a B-17, but not before I play it and bounce it back to hand, that's for sure. Could also be upgrade this Hellcat after it hits something. Suppose we'll see. Okay, well he can't move and attack with that without, okay. So he doesn't get a free thing at least, which is nice. This is kind of nice too, because if he wants to bring this forward, I could just... It essentially makes this free. And deals the damage. Well, that's annoying. I do get that at least. We lost the thing we really wanted to keep, though. Pass? Hmm. Is it wrong to throw this into this? Probably. Could see him having, like, he could have gotten Naval Brigade off of this. So he might throw this into here and then play the other thing. That's not the worst. Like, this deals a lot of damage. There's the brigade we were talking about. Alright. Did we draw both Avengers this game? Not that it matters, I guess, because this thing's attack is very low now. Alright, let's see what we get here. That's funny. So what do we do? Do I just red banner this? I feel like I gotta... Well, no, that wouldn't work, eh? Yeah, we really needed these before this got damaged, eh? Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna lose. If we play the bomber, we lose it anyway, so... And it doesn't have an effect when we play it, so there's no point. Even doing this to, like, clog up the front line doesn't do much. So, I don't know. Make him spend the resources killing our units. Maybe these will have text. That's gonna be the nail in the coffin. Yeah, we can't fight that card advantage. Yeah, okay, that's a thing. Oh, right, that thing kills things with blitz. Ha, that's funny. Do I still red banner this guy? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, sure. The Pro 69, thanks for the follow. Oh, that's funny. Now we can kill both of them. It's fine. We're doing okay. I appreciate you, opponent, playing something that we can use for our V-17s. What a weird game. Yeah, if you want a mid-range in this format, do what our opponent's doing. Register Empire of the Sun in your deck. You're probably still going to lose against the ramp decks, but at least you're going to kick the crap out of anybody else trying to mid-range. Yes, yes, probably throw those back. We have enough threes. That's nice to see. Okay, sure. Something to do. Something to do on turn one, and something that's likely to be good in this matchup. I dig it. Sure. Shiny gold second rifles over here. That looks like a patrol target to me. Let me just do this to start. Not the worst. Do I move this up to get eaten by this? It takes up 2 of his 5 resources next turn, then I finish off with Bloody Sickle, possibly Patrol so he doesn't draw a card. Because I kind of want to save this for Takasagi, but not sure if that's the best. It also gives us another unit we could throw away into this to make this free. I probably do want to finish it off with Bloody Sickle, or possibly this. It depends. He's a to the last man deck, but I don't think... If the game goes that long, I don't know. Are we winning anyway? It's probably got infinite guard units. Oh, well, we'll see what he does. Hitting our face. Not bad, not bad. I want to send this back to his hand. Or am I going to need that effect for myself? Because it doesn't do... It's kind of expensive. It doesn't do much on our board when it comes into play. The alternative is I play 4th Cossacks and take the front line. I think I want to just take away his thing. Yeah, now I think we want to apply pressure. Could play 2 Cossacks. Alternatively, I could move this up, play 1 Red Banner this. Just put a lot of things on the field. Yeah, why not? Let's just see what happens. Got a guard unit for our plane. I guess that's okay. Because with these patrols in hand, his guard units don't do much. They're just expensive infantry. Try to get maximum value off our units before he like plays to the last man or some other board clear. He could be playing like Imperial Decree plus Tora Tora Tora, or worse, naval operation, whatever it's called. That's a bloody sickle. I think that's what we're doing. Am I bloody sickling that Takasagi? Just to get rid of it. No, I probably want to bloody sickle patrol this. But then we're down a patrol. I don't think I can keep this on the table. Ooh. Okay, that's something. Okay. Okay, Avenger's nice. What do we think about playing all of this out as well? Even if it means he to the last mans us, and then we can track their factories the following turn. Or we could just hit with the fighter that we'll have left over. And then still have, what, 8 resources to do stuff with? Is he obligated to the last man this board as is? Probably not, right? Because this kills one thing. He plays a guard unit. That's not enough pressure. Let's just make him have it. I don't think it's that devastating for us if he does it. Okay. Yeah, I really want to save this for post to the last man. So while I obviously would like to play it out because he's playing discard effects, we just gotta hope to dodge him. That's just the way this game works. Okay, now to the last man, not as bad because we get back a 4-5 tank. So that's something. Assuming this doesn't get discarded right now, I am definitely going to play it. I think now's the time. I think it's worthwhile moving this up rather than getting 1 damage with this. Just so he can't block the front line and force us to like trade with this, and then he took to the last man's us later. Okay, there it is. That, I guess that's a reason not to move that up. I didn't think about that. He had enough resources to trade as well. That's fine. Oh my god, he's running Careless Talk too? How does he have room for all this garbage in his deck? Alright, should have led on the 3-2 tank since I was playing that anyway. I didn't think he'd have Careless Talk for whatever reason. I just didn't really think about it. So our opponent should be at 2. And we should have a 4-2 in the front line to kill this guard unit. So we would have won this game if I hadn't messed up. Which, that's all I really care about, to be honest. The deck won, we lost, but that's fine. Like, we would have won this turn if we didn't mess up. We'll still draw. There's a chance we could draw into something that lets us win. I think we still have one hammer left, so if he doesn't take the front line, we could hammer. Oh, no, wait. That thing doesn't have blitz. What am I talking about? That's not an out. Do we have an out? I don't think we do, actually, now that I think about it. He's going to play the Panther G, and it's GG. So that's fine. We would have won if I played around the careless talk like I should have. I was checking messages, looking at chat, didn't really notice that he had one resource up, and just didn't think he'd be playing careless talk. We hadn't seen it the entire game, so... GG. So we've been going for about 90 minutes with this deck. I think I'm going to call it a day on cards and move on to Wingspan. So... appreciate everyone who wants to stick around and check out that game. I think it's a really great game. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from last week's video that I made, so we're gonna play some more of that now.